Well, I don't think you're going to sound more musical just by thinking, can I play more musically? And you're not going to get your student to play more beautifully by telling them, hey, can you play more beautifully? Or can you have a little more imagination in your playing? Those are actually irresponsible and unimaginative requests that your students will often respond to with like some kind of body movement to communicate that they're trying to do something, but sound exactly the same. So how is musicality teachable at all? I think you need to break it down into steps and think about how you can refine your sound and how you can refine a particular phrase. So that is exactly what I'll do today. I'll just take 4 bars from the beginning of the most famous Mozart Piano Sonata, K545 in C major, and show you how you can refine one phrase. There are many different ways you can learn musicality, and you can certainly learn to play like a more refined pianist or musician. I think it all begins with becoming more aware and noticing what changes. If you come with me to the piano, I'll show you what I mean. Everybody knows this sonata, and maybe you have played it. First, let's just take a look at the music. What do you see? Well, you can start with noticing the key signature, time signature, but also because you are a pianist, you will notice that the right hand has the melody. And the left hand has an Alberti bass accompaniment figure. And now, can we look a little closer and notice what changes? Let's start with the basic elements that make up music: pitches and rhythm. These happen over time, horizontally. A note comes from somewhere and goes somewhere. The rhythmic values in the left hand stay the same, but the pitches change. They go up or down every eighth note. Vertically speaking, we have harmony. A harmony is created by stacking pitches into a meaningful blend. And they can stay the same or change as we move ahead in music. So if you just play the left hand as written, you may not be tuning into how the harmony changes. But if you played as chords, you can really hear the changes in harmony over time. How exactly are they changing? A bit of music theory will teach you that these chords have different names, like the tonic, subdominant, and the dominant seventh chords. But even if you don't have the theory background, you can hear that this melody begins and closes with the same harmony. And while we are not trying to draw a major attention to any particular harmony, we also don't want monotony. We want a natural flow in this melody, just like how you would speak a beautiful sentence. In playing through the melody several times, you are now trying to find exactly how you would like to play it. You have many choices depending on your interpretation. And interpretation does not have to come from some deep source of knowledge. You can simply gather what you have noticed and process them through you and how you feel about it. And this is probably where you will spend the most amount of time practicing it. And also, this is when things usually go wrong. Either number 1, you simply jump to practicing without noticing and interpreting, so you're simply training your fingers, which will sound like just notes being played by your fingers rather than any music. Or number 2, you are practicing without listening to yourself. You have to keep listening to each and every note. You have to listen to the harmony, pitches, rhythm, your right hand, your left hand, the melodic profile, all at the same time. You listen for unevenness, how well you are making a legato, and what is the exact blend between the two hands. Most of the time, when students do not sound musical, it's because they are training their fingers to move as fast as they can, or not using their ears to listen to themselves in their practice rooms. You listen, Evaluate, make adjustments, and repeat so that your sound is better than the last time you played it, so that your melody is more beautiful than the last time you played it. That's practicing. It involves active thinking no matter what level you're at. As you get more and more advanced in your piano studies, you will notice more things on the score, and you will be technically more fluent to sound better and better. But you have to let the music and your feelings guide you, not the other way around. That's the only way you'll get from playing like this to this. And even then, even for a simple phrase like this, you can keep listening to yourself and raising your standard as your ears develop into a true musician's ears. Thinking, let me be technically proficient in this phrase and see if I can add some dynamics in, is not a musical approach, and it will never be good enough. On the other hand, sounding musical is not some goal. I think it's about your genuine intention to transcend what's black and white on the music into a beautiful sound with your 10 fingers. I used a simple and short example today to demonstrate how to sound more musical, but this idea is applicable to whatever you're practicing and whatever level you're at. Good luck with your practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.